Hello everyone and welcome back to Celebrity Scoop. Today, we're plunging into the depths of Prince Harry's recent explosive interview with the BBC, his first since the appeal over his UK security protection was turned down. This isn't just another celebrity tittle-tattle, folks. It's a candid conversation that has unearthed some deeply personal revelations about family rifts, royal duties, and a whole lot more. So, rest assured, Harry didn't shy away from laying it all on the line. In this emotional and revealing chat, Harry opened up about how the court's decision isn't just about safety, it's tearing his family relationships apart. The tension between Harry and his father, King Charles, has reached a boiling point, a heartbreaking situation for any family, more so one under the global gaze. Harry paints a poignant picture of a father and son relationship strained to its limits. His voice quivers as he admits, "He won't speak to me because of this security stuff." It's a raw human moment that transcends royal titles and palace politics. Imagine a father and son standing on opposite sides of a divide, the rift widening even as King Charles battles the harsh realities of cancer treatment. Yet in the midst of this familial turmoil, Harry's hope for reconciliation shines through. He expresses a longing for a return to familial unity, saying, "Life is precious, and with my father's health being uncertain, I want us to find a way back to each other." It's a sentiment that speaks volumes about his character, revealing a man torn between frustration and love. Harry's controversial memoir, Spare, has added fuel to the fire, causing further strain on his family ties. He concedes, "Some members of my family will never forgive me for writing that book." Yet, he stands firm in his belief that any reconciliation must be grounded in truth and understanding, rejecting the idea of simply sweeping issues under the royal rug. The palace politics extend beyond the family, affecting the royal and VIP executive committee's security decision-making process. Harry suggests that the decision to downgrade his security may have been influenced by the royal household, possibly as a means to exert control or pressure him back into royal duties. Through it all, Harry's love for his country remains unshaken. He dreams of a safe return to the UK for himself, Meghan, Archie and Lilibet. But for now, he admits, "I can't see a world in which I would be bringing my wife and children back to the UK at this point." It's clear he's torn between frustration and love for his family. This interview offers a glimpse into the deep-seated divisions within the royal family and Harry's profound sadness and longing for reconciliation. Harry also admitted that his controversial memoir Spare didn't help matters. It's no news that the royal memoir had stirred quite the storm. It was a raw and unfiltered look into Harry's life, revealing intimate details about his royal upbringing that had been kept under wraps for years. This tell-all book was a turning point, marking a shift from the royal protocol of never complain, never explain, to a candid, no-holds-barred narrative. Harry's decision to expose these personal experiences and his innermost feelings was not taken lightly by some members of his family. He shared, "Some members of my family will never forgive me for writing that book." Such a powerful statement reveals the extent of the hurt and the depth of the divide that this memoir has caused within the royal fold. But even in the face of such stark opposition, Harry never faltered. He acknowledged the controversy his memoir stirred, yet he stood unwavering in his conviction. He strongly believes that the truth, however uncomfortable, is the foundation of any genuine reconciliation. In his own words, the book was not meant to attack, but to shed light on the realities that were previously hidden. It's clear that for Harry, this memoir was more than just a book. It was a platform for truth and understanding. So what does this mean for the future of the royal family? It's hard to tell. It's clear that the memoir has left a deep impact and healing won't come easy, but Harry remains hopeful. He emphasised that any reconciliation has to be real, and that brushing things under the rug is not an option. The prince has made it clear he's not backing down. He's standing firm on his decision to tell his truth, even if it means facing the brunt of the controversy. This is a man who's not afraid to challenge the status quo, to fight for what he believes in, but he stood his ground, emphasising that any reconciliation has to be real, not just brushing things under the rug. Adding fuel to the fire, Harry criticised the Royal and VIP Executive Committee's security decision-making process. Harry's critique of this process is not just about the outcome, it's about the lack of transparency and the potential conflicts of interest that may have influenced the decision. He's not just questioning the decision itself, but the integrity of the process that led to it. Harry expressed his concern that the royal household's influence may have tainted the decision-making process. He pointed out that the royal family has a vested interest in his movements and activities, suggesting that their influence could skew the decisions of the Security Committee. This is a serious accusation, one that calls into question not just the security decision but the very relationship between the royal family and the Security Committee. But Harry didn't stop there. He also suggested that the decision to downgrade his security was not just about safety, but about control. "Could this be an attempt to manipulate me back into royal duties?" he asked. He's implying that the decision was a strategic move, a form of coercion designed to control his choices and limit his freedom. This is a bold claim, one that paints a picture of palace politics and power plays. It suggests that the decision about his security was not just about assessing threats and risks, but about leveraging control and exerting influence. Harry is essentially accusing the royal family and the Security Committee of using his family's safety as a bargaining chip in a larger game of power and control. In essence, Harry is painting a picture of a system that is rigged against him, where decisions are not made on the basis of objective criteria, but on the basis of power dynamics and palace politics. He is shining a light on a system that he believes is fundamentally flawed, a system that he feels has let him down. He hinted that the move to downgrade his security might have been a tactic to control or pressure him back into royal duties, a classic case of palace politics at play. This statement, and the critique that underpins it, is a stark reminder of the deep divisions within the royal family and the complex dynamics at play. Despite all this, Harry's love for his country shines through. It's a love deeply ingrained, a connection that goes beyond the grandeur of palaces and the allure of royal titles. It's a love that is part of his very identity, woven into the fabric of who he is. Harry's heart yearns for the rolling green hills of his homeland, the historical landmarks that whisper tales of his ancestors, the familiar hum of London's streets. This is the country he was born to, the country he was raised to serve, and despite the tumultuous events of recent years, his feelings for his homeland remain unshaken. But this love is not one-sided. It stretches out to encompass his family, his wife Meghan, his son Archie, and his daughter Lilibet. He dreams of sharing his English heritage with them, of showing them the beauty of the UK, of letting them experience the warmth and camaraderie that can be found in its bustling cities and tranquil countryside. However, this dream, as heartfelt as it is, seems more like a distant mirage at the moment. Harry's priority, above all else, is the safety and well-being of his family. And in the current scenario, where the spectre of inadequate security looms large, bringing his family back to the UK appears to be an insurmountable challenge. Harry's admission is a poignant one, tinged with a sense of loss and longing. "I can't see a world in which I would be bringing my wife and children back to the UK at this point," he admitted. These words reflect his inner turmoil, a struggle between his love for his country and his duty as a husband and father. So, despite the deep love he has for his homeland, Harry is forced to make a difficult choice, a choice that, for now, puts the dream of returning home on hold, a choice that underscores the complexity of his situation and the depth of his commitment to his family's safety. It's a testament to his character, a testament to his love for his country, and above all, a testament to his love for his family. This interview gives us a raw look at the deep divisions within the royal family, and Harry's deep sadness over it. We've seen a side of the monarchy that's often hidden behind the grandeur of palaces and the pageantry of royal duties, a family divided, a prince estranged, and the spectre of reconciliation hovering like an elusive dream. Harry's candid revelations expose the cracks in the royal edifice, the personal toll of being a royal in the public eye, and the struggle for authenticity and security. But amidst the heartache and the controversy, there's a glimmer of hope. A hope that reconciliation is within reach, that bridges can be built, and that the chasm of misunderstanding can be crossed. Harry's longing for reconciliation with his father, his wish to bring his family safely back to the UK, and his insistence on truth and understanding as the foundation for any reconciliation, all point to a man who, despite all odds, still believes in the possibility of healing. But the road to reconciliation is fraught with challenges. It calls for courage, for truth, and for a willingness to confront and resolve the deep-seated issues that have caused these divisions. What are your thoughts? Do you think reconciliation is possible, or are the wounds too deep? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Celebrity Scoop for all the latest royal news and updates. See you next time.